Banshee, or Viking, or whatever. So this is where you want your gas to be spent. You'll notice that your gas is going to be kind of hard to spend without building tanks too. So it's okay to make some tanks, especially if he's not making immortals. That positioning when you went in, you just kind of fed him the SCVs, and that's good. You want him to be hitting the SCVs. You want the SCVs to be absorbing the damage, but while they're absorbing damage, you want to be doing damage. So you fed him the SCVs before your Marines were in position. You want your SCVs to be like almost touching these Marines, so like right here, just barely in front of them. Especially against Zealots or Charge Lots, you really need your SCVs right just barely in front of your Marines to be soaking up the damage. So this starport is now making a medevac and then a Banshee, so that's good. It's good that you're using it. It's bad that it's rallied across his base. That's probably why I haven't seen any air units. It's because you keep sending them over to die. Yeah, that's why I haven't seen any air units. So again, you figured this out eventually. You rally them here and then bounce them up to there so you don't lose them. So that's cool. Obviously, the infrastructure you can support when you're focusing all your attention on your base and not fighting is different than the infrastructure you can support when you're fighting. So as soon as the fight starts, you're going to notice that you're not able to keep up supply depot and production, and that's to be expected. That happens to everybody. So you can get by with these 4 buildings in the beginning because all of your attention is focused on making sure that they're always producing something. But like, let's wait until the battle happens. So you see, they're like being absolutely perfectly efficiently used because this is all you're doing with your time right now is just looking at these 4 buildings. Then the battle starts. And your factory and your starport aren't used, your tech lab racks not used, and all 4 of your buildings are not used. Now you use them all once, but then they're all done being used. Nothing in them, 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 nothing in them. Alright, they're being used a little bit. And now there's nothing in them. Come on. There, nothing in them, nothing in them. Nothing in them, nothing in them, nothing in them, using only the starport. Nothing in them, nothing in them. Then you queued them all the way to the maximum, and then you said good game. So you can see when you start fighting, it's really hard to keep up with production off of a couple of production facilities. So at that point, I like to just try to focus on that, try to use my production facilities as much as possible. But if I forget enough times and my gas gets up to 800 and my minerals gets up to 1,000, then I'll throw down my command center and throw down you know, a couple more starports and a racks, and then just go for Marauder, Medevac, Banshee. Because this push is awesome for early game and even early mid game, but once you get into mid to late game TVP, what you want is Marauders, Medevacs, and Banshees. Marauder, Medevac, Banshee, dun 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 dun. So great job. You did lots of things right. You kind of mismanaged how you sent your SCVs in, but not a ton. You kept enough alive to get these bunkers up and did all that kind of stuff right. You didn't try to push up the ramp and be selfish. You knew that eventually he'd mine out and starve to death, so there's no need to go up the ramp. You fell behind on production once the battle started, but so do I every freaking time, so it's not like I'm criticizing you for that. Just acknowledge that it's gonna happen and prepare for it by building extra production facilities and getting your command center up. I kind of dislike that command center was never utilized, but again, that's just your focus is over here, and this is where your focus should be, so it's okay. All of these mistakes back in your base, whatever. It's fine. I make them all too, so, you know, it's fine. Mule energy got pretty high again. Don't want that to happen. Nothing really to say. So you labeled this a good Stimumama attempt, and I'll just have to agree with the title. This was a very good Stimumama attempt. You did a great job.